they not giving you a fair enough shot at the job?
They haven't at all. They didn't. I didn't know off-season talking to me in the quarterback battle. Nothing. Nothing. No ESPN hot takes. Nothing. So, I mean, I'm keeping my arm hot. I'm trying to see if both of them want to, retire or do something. I'll be there. I'll be all right. I'll throw a 9 on too for Drew. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if Sean would just, you got to open your eyes sometimes and be realistic about what's going on. I know you got Jameis. I know you got Taysom on the roster, but it's like he feels like he prides himself on finding diamonds in the rough. So if we're being honest.
Yeah, look at that, and then third contract, you make that QB money.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I see what's going on. I don't want to be greedy because I got a little bit, but. Cereal money coming in, the good. Cereal milk is good, juice money is good, all that's good, but quarterback is nothing like that quarterback money.
Isn't the offense going to kind of run through you anyway?
Yeah, I mean, the toss passes, all that, but we haven't put any of those in. We ain't reached that install yet. I don't know where that install is at. I'm waiting. I guess they don't want me to hurt Jameis and take some feelings, because, that's kind of what I do.
What's are ready to sort of keep this thing rolling and won't take a long time to have to settle into the job.
Yeah, at that point, you don't got no choice. Once week 1 come, whoever the starter, we got to roll. And I think, camp is so strenuous and so I think it's like sometimes it's an overload because there's so much information and there's so many things that you got to digest and kind of have in your arsenal. Whereas during the season, it's so much more detailed and we're game plan specific and it's you're playing another team. When we're in camp, I mean, you're liable to see everything and have to pull everything out from the playbook. It might be we're on install 10 now. We might have to go back to install 1 and it's a lot going on. Not to say that they can't do it, but I mean it's a lot to have on your plate. But both of them, they're embracing it. They're doing what they have to do every day to get better. I mean, some days are better than others. Some days it's a learning. I mean, it's a learning experience. But I think they're having fun with it and they're just competing. Both of them showing what they got. So
I'm going to ask you about each one to be equal opportunity. With Jameis, in what ways do you realize? Oh yeah, this guy was a starter for.
I've been saying.
Obvious.
Yeah, I've been saying that though. I mean, you don't do what he did in this league by accident. Like there's no, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's too high level. It's too high level competition to be able to just come in and be like, oh, I just threw for 5,000. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So, I mean, I have the ultimate respect for Jameis. Period. Like that's just point blank now. Coming in and not really having the reps last year, sitting behind Drew and not having that experience. I mean, it just is what it is. You can't kind of. It's hard to get better when you don't have the reps. Those in-game reps and I mean just the practice reps. So what he's been able to do this camp is, I mean, get in there, get the reps, get the the preseason experience, and run with the ones and really kind of show what he got and show his talent. So it's definitely. I don't think his talent ever left. I mean, it's just opportunity. So he has opportunity now.
And then with Taysom, I think a lot of people love to say, "Oh, he's not a NFL quarterback."
I mean,
he's so dismissive.
Yeah.
What are they missing about?
I mean, you got to look. You got to look at Taysom's track record. I mean, he's come in and started for us in 1 game. I mean, he showed he can function and executing this offense. It's different when you got a competition going on. I mean, because for so long it was Drew. Those guys knew they weren't playing. But now it's like, all right, Jameis and Taysom, they're going head-to-head battling. So, I mean, there's pressure there when you trying to get that starting job. And you got to, it's like everything got to be right, everything got to be perfect. But, I mean, with Taysom, I think he's calm. He gets in there, he executes his assignment. And he just, he got a certain level of poise about him to where, he's done it before in this offense. And, I mean, he got confidence in that, so.
Would your role be significantly different with each guy? Like, would you have a different? I mean, with Taysom or with Jameis?
I know. Jameis said he can run better than Taysom, but with Taysom, I mean, he has that. It's that threat of him taking off at any point and going. So with me, I'm like, dang, you could have gave me the ball. I could have ran, but I think it's just subtle nuances of where my role kind of shifts and changes with each quarterback, but. In the grand scheme of things, I mean, I'm just there to help. So whatever they need, whatever my role needs to be for them to make their job easier, that's what I'm doing.